How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Saturday, December 26th, 2015, day after Christmas, and it's fucking cold up here in Colorado. Like right now it's about 10 degrees, and had plenty of snow over the last week. Not any big storms, just a constant steady stream of light snow that just keeps piling up. So yeah, we're having a pretty good winter so far up here, and it's kind of interesting because the eastern half of the US hasn't had any winter at all, really, it looks like. So that's kind of unusual. I mean, it's the El Nino winter, I think, the way the storm track is set up. The western half of the US is getting clobbered. Bingo! And the east is on the other side, the tropical side of the weather, so it'll be interesting to see how long that goes on, and if it ends up shifting in January like it does sometimes, it's where the eastern half of the US will start getting clobbered. Some cold and winter weather, but you know, the turds that be are going to blame it all on climate change. It's a big agenda that they got going, which segues me into the topic for this week's video. I'm going to talk about some predictions for the new year coming up. I know it's kind of played out, predictions, but all the media does it every year. I just couldn't think of anything else to talk about this week. I mean, it's kind of slow going on, you know. Everybody's on holiday. So, it'd be a good time to have a little fun with a prediction video. So, obviously we're talking about the weather, so first prediction, climate change agenda is going to ratchet up this year, I think. 2016, you know, they just got done with that summit in France, and they've got all their science behind them, and oh, slush. Whoa, I just fell through the slush. Scary. Better get back on dry land. Yeah, they just got done with it, and you know, they got their fucking agenda, their climate change agenda, which, you know, Obama will come out and say, we can't argue with science. The facts are the facts. We've paid these scientists to come out with the numbers that we tell them to come out with the results that we want to show that climate change is the biggest problem facing the world today. Well, that in the right-left paradigm, Republicans versus Democrats. So, yeah, I think you're going to come out with some kind of either regular legislation that they're all going to agree on based on their fake fucking science, that they own, the scientists, and they come out with the fucking results they want, or they won't have a job, basically. So they're going to take the numbers in 2016, I predict, and they're going to come out with some legislation to tax the people because they need more money from us. It's not that they really need more money from us. They just want us to have less money, and the few, the wealthy, to have more. The masses, like, we don't pay enough fucking tax as it is. So they're going to use this whole thing, they're going to call it a carbon tax, and take more money from us. So that's the whole prediction on climate change. What's the second prediction I want to talk about? Oh, what's the big thing going this year? The gay agenda, yeah. The LGBT agenda. It's gonna keep growing in 2016, I think. There's gonna be more people coming out, and they're gonna be, more possible there'll be some legislation on the gay agenda, because when it comes to the gays, they deserve extra rights, I think, they're going to say. And, the First Amendment doesn't apply to them. If you say anything bad about gay people, it's going to be called a hate crime. And the gay mafia is going to come get you like they already are doing on the internet, If you go on certain websites and point it out, they shut you down, man. They instantly ban your fucking comment or whatever you did or whatever you said bad about gay people. They instantly shut you down because the gay agenda is fucking huge. And if you point it out, you don't even have to say anything bad. All you got to do is point it out. It's like, well, what does it matter? Well, why does sexual orientation matter? I'm just pointing out that it's there, That's all you got to do. And you're going to be called a bigot and shut down and banned for just, basically for just stating that the emperor has no clothes. That these people are all fucking gay, and, they look like a bunch of faggots, and you're going to get fucking flagged for that and called a hate crime. But what I'm predicting is that in 2016 it's going to go a step beyond that, and it's going to become a crime for just saying something like that. Maybe not, but it's coming to that, man. And also the pedophilia agenda, which kind of relates to it. This fucking sexual bullshit, whereas normal rapists and shit, they get called fucking, they get called sex offenders and put on a list, whereas people that perform pedophilia in the future are going to be just, that's okay, they can't help it. It's just, oh man, everything is so fucking twisted, man, when it comes to the fucking sexual preference bullshit that they got going on. I knew it was coming to this last, even before that, but of course, last summer, the fucking supreme assholes, the supreme faggots court, the United States, fucking, approved gay marriage in the whole fucking shithole country. So, based on that, there's going to be more things going on. So it'll be executive actions, and I doubt if there'll be any real legislation on it, but that, saying anything bad about gay people will become a fucking crime. So that's my second prediction. Third prediction. Let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, the fucking presidential fucking campaign. That's going to be a big fucking ongoing saga of fucking crap and bullshit. A fucking puppet show of fucking insanity, where they basically just take all their agendas and fucking push them forward, and they each take, their own little script, each candidate, and they fucking push their agendas to the people, basically, is what it's all about. Just letting us know what they're going to be doing. So what it is. That's what the whole fucking thing is about, man. That's what our whole fucking democratic fucking democracy, is fucking Turd Bomber likes to call it, is all about. It's about a fucking narrative, pushing agendas, and using this fucking puppets, these anointed fucking puppets that they fucking put on a pedestal above the rest of us, and they use them to push their fucking agendas, like fucking gun control, gay, fucking population control basically is what it all boils down to. Is, you know, it's gotten to a point where the population's growing like mad, and they're not gonna fucking get rid of the population. It's not gonna get rid of itself. So they got to start really taking action. That's what climate change is about. That's what a lot of their fucking agendas all tie in with the population control. So it's a big part of what this fucking election's all about. And I think, you know, it's either going to go a couple of different ways, you know. I still think, man, I really do think that they're going to keep Obama because of the fucking emergency situation that we're in. They're gonna. I think they may just cancel the election. I have a strong feeling that's what's gonna happen. Because if you look at all the fucking turds that are running against each other, none of them have the fucking training that Obama does. None of them are really been groomed and trained to be the fucking spokesman for the New World Order. Like this fucking puppet monkey we got in there now, man. This fucking... He's perfect for him, man. They love him. I've said it before, you know. He's got all the mannerisms down. The fucking people hate him. He fucking gives a speech like a fucking mechanical machine up there. You know, and he's got the whole thing down, man. To be the fucking bringer of bad news to the American people. And they fucking love him. So it's either going to be that, or they cancel the whole election, because it really doesn't matter which one of them becomes president. They're just a fucking trained ape that's going to fucking read their script and do what the bankers and corporations tell them to do. Or, you know, the whole Trump fucking thing's going to play out, and, you know, they're going to blame Trump for Hillary winning the election. You know, it's, oh man, the whole thing is just a joke, man. It really is. They talk, you know, if you watch the news, man, how they fucking hype it all up, and fucking the polls this and the polls that, and whoever wins Iowa this and whoever wins New Hampshire that, and fucking they fucking put all, it doesn't really matter that Trump's so far ahead right now in the polls, and if we could even trust the polls, and the media fucking hates Donald Trump, and the whole thing is just a big fucking melodrama comedy, really. So, yeah, it's either going to be Hillary Clinton will be our next president, because they want to keep a Democrat in there so that they don't have to fucking justify not appealing Obamacare, because it's a great fucking tax on the slaves, Obamacare, you know, that the Supreme fucking Court shoved down our throats and turned us all into criminals if we don't fucking go sign up for it. You know, in the land of the free, we're forced to go pay for a fucking bullshit fucking healthcare system that we can't afford, that's ridiculously overpriced, doesn't cover shit, and a lot of us don't want nothing to do with their fucking crappy ass fucking new age, you know, modern medicine fucking, you know, where it's all about just fucking putting people on drugs. That's all they can really do. Fucking cancer, just fucking put you on chemo and fucking radiation. Standard cancer fucking treatment is fucking crap. You know, there's, in my opinion, there is a cure for cancer. There's probably several cures for cancer, but they're not gonna fucking let us have it, man. They're gonna keep it to themselves. Anybody that comes out and with a cure for cancer is going to be fucking whacked, like it's been going on. People that have come out with new treatments for cancer that are working, all of a sudden they disappear. They end up dead. Fucking strange, huh? But yeah, so that's the whole, you know, campaign thing. It's a fucking nightmare, really, that we just can't win, you know. The American people are fucked either way. So, what else? What other good news do I have for 2016? ISIS. The whole fucking ISIS agenda going on. That's a big fucking whoop in the world today. United States, how I predict that the ISIS boogeyman is going to continue to grow and get stronger in 2016. They're going to continue to and get better at the internet, at recruiting innocent people on the internet, and or just radicalizing people, as they call it, which is really the agenda, to demonize the internet even more and basically shut down all fucking free speech on the internet based on, you know, the threat of radicalizing people. Basically what it really is that they can't control everything that goes on the internet like they do on the television, and they got to put an end to it. So that's a big part of the ISIS thing. Also just to keep us mired in fucking war and to ratchet up the war so that they can tie it into with other agendas like keeping Obama in office, and you know, they just want they want the whole war to get huge so that millions of people die, billions of people die, and you know, US is in on it, Russia's in on it, China's in, they all work together, man. They don't fucking oppose each other. What they all do is work together to keep the fucking masses controlled. And that's what it's all about. Keeping themselves, them psychopaths, the few 1% in control, and getting rid of the rest of us. It's the whole idea. It all relates. That's ISIS is a big part of it. It's a fake fucking, you know, created by Israel and the US, and it's just their latest fucking boogeyman ploy, and they use it for many, many agendas. Cracking down the internet is one, and that's what we're going to see in 2016. They already got the laws in place. They passed those about a year ago. All they got to do now is just implement them, like they say. All we got to do now is start implementing the laws that we've already passed. Fucking scumbags, turds. So that people like us will no longer be free to fucking share the truth with each other. We'll only have to fucking listen to what they tell us. We gotta have control, total control of everything. That's what that's all about. And that's what ISIS is going to be doing for them. Many agendas, like everything else. It all relates to like the homegrown terror threat, which has many agendas too, like gun control, demonizing the internet, just basically anybody who fucking speaks the truth and opposes them will be considered a domestic terrorist. When the real domestic terrorists are the fuckers that are going around pointing their fingers at everybody else, calling everybody else terrorists. As in the US fucking government are the terrorists. So, yeah. So a few predictions. There was some more stuff that I wanted to talk about for predictions of 2016, but I got carried away with the few things that I started talking about. So, yeah. ISIS is going to continue to get worse. The agenda is going to be pushed to shut down the internet, start wars. The 2016 turd puppet campaign is going to play out, and obviously in 2016. And I think either Hillary's going to be president or they're going to keep Obama. Step on the ice here. Ooh. And the gay agenda. That fucking makes me sick, man. I'm so sick of it. So tired of the fucking gay mafia, man. Coming out and fucking, oh, in this day and age, in 2015, why should we be worried about people's sexual orientation? Because it's fucking sodomy. It's disgusting. It does no good for the human race. It just fucking promotes disease and fucking sickness. And it's just fucking wrong, man. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. I hate fucking the gay agenda. The LGBT, you know, if people want to be gay, go ahead. But I'm just sick of them pushing it on the whole fucking society, you know, on children. It's more and more on the TV. Like I said before, there's already been a few commercials showing faggots, and there's going to be more. That's another thing that's going to ratchet up in 2015. I predict we're going to see our first gay dick pill commercials come out. You know, now they just use interracial couples a lot and regular couples, but they're going to come out with gay dick pill commercials in 2016. That's one of my predictions. So yeah, those are a few predictions for 2016. I know it's probably not popular with a lot of people, but hey man, it's just the way I feel. Well, have a great New Year celebration, and we'll talk to you in 2016. Thanks for watching. See ya.